Imagine a world where every free moment is filled with distractions, where silence feels unbearable, and solitude is avoided at all costs. This is not a distant dystopia but the reality we live in today. Have you ever wondered why we are constantly drawn to endless entertainment, why we scroll endlessly, binge watch for hours, and seek constant amusement? What if this addiction is not just harmless fun but a symptom of something far deeper? Something that is gradually eroding our intellectual and cultural foundations. Today, we will explore why our obsession with entertainment is far more dangerous than it seems. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand the subtle mechanisms that keep us trapped but also gain the tools to break free and reclaim a life of purpose and depth. And the final revelation we uncover may be the most powerful of all. It might just change the way you live your life entirely. Let's begin by looking at how we got here. The human desire for entertainment is not new. From ancient gladiator games to the tales of Homer recited by firelight, humans have always sought moments of escape. But what has changed is the scale and intensity of these distractions. In the past, entertainment was a shared cultural experience, limited by time and place. Today, thanks to technology, we have access to an infinite stream of content, tailored to our every whim, available at every second of the day. It is no longer just a pastime, it has become a way of life. Psychologists like B.F. Skinner have shown us how deeply the human mind craves rewards. In his experiments on operant conditioning, Skinner demonstrated that unpredictable rewards like hitting the jackpot in a slot machine are the most addictive. Social media, video games, and streaming platforms have mastered this principle. Every like, every new episode, every level unlocked keeps us hooked, compelling us to seek more. But have you ever stopped to ask at what cost? The time we devote to shallow entertainment comes at the expense of deeper, more meaningful activities. Philosopher Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." Think about that for a moment. When was the last time you truly sat in silence without reaching for your phone or turning on the television? Our addiction to constant stimulation is not just robbing us of time, it is rewiring our brains. Studies show that excessive screen time reduces our ability to focus, shortens our attention spans, and diminishes our capacity for critical thinking. The very faculties that once drove human innovation and cultural progress are being dulled by endless scrolling and superficial distractions. And it does not stop there. Our obsession with entertainment also has profound societal implications. Culture, once a reflection of shared values and intellectual pursuits, is increasingly shaped by what is popular, clickable, and viral. Instead of challenging our minds or uplifting our spirits, much of modern entertainment panders to our lowest instincts. We glorify the trivial, celebrate mediocrity, and reward shock value over substance. Have you noticed how difficult it is to have a meaningful conversation about art, philosophy, or history in today's world? How often do we hear discussions about the works of Dostoevsky, the ideas of Nietzsche, or the principles of Aristotle? These intellectual giants once shaped societies and sparked revolutions of thought. And it does not stop there. Our obsession with entertainment also has profound societal implications. Culture, once a reflection of shared values and intellectual pursuits, is increasingly shaped by what is popular, clickable, and viral. Instead of challenging our minds or uplifting our spirits, much of modern entertainment panders to our lowest instincts. We glorify the trivial, celebrate mediocrity, and reward shock value over substance. Have you noticed how difficult it is to have a meaningful conversation about art, philosophy, or history in today's world? How often do we hear discussions about the works of Dostoevsky, the ideas of Nietzsche, or the principles of Aristotle? These intellectual giants once shaped societies and sparked revolutions of thought. Now their voices are drowned out by the noise of trending memes and reality television. But why does this matter? Why should we care that intellectual and cultural pursuits are being overshadowed by entertainment? Because the decline of intellectual rigor and cultural depth leads to the erosion of two crucial pillars of society: independent thinking and empathy. When we no longer question what we consume, when we accept superficial narratives without scrutiny, we become passive participants in our own lives. We lose the ability to imagine, to innovate, and to connect with one another on a deeper level. This is not to say that entertainment itself is inherently bad. On the contrary, stories, music, and art have always been essential to the human experience. But when entertainment becomes an addiction, when it consumes our lives and replaces meaningful engagement with the world, We must confront it as the profound threat that it is. Pause and reflect. How much of your day is spent consuming versus creating, observing versus engaging, escaping versus growing? These questions are not meant to judge but to awaken, because only by understanding the depth of the problem can we begin to find a solution. And trust me, the solution is within reach. We can choose to change by raising awareness, setting boundaries, learning to embrace silence, and facing discomfort. We can break free from this cycle. We can rediscover the joy of learning, the depth of human connection, and the richness of a life lived with meaning. And most importantly, we can reclaim the true legacy of humanity, not one built on fleeting pleasures, but on lasting contributions to knowledge, art, and progress. The final question is, what will you do with this awareness? Will you continue to let entertainment control your life? Or will you take back control and create a life of true meaning and depth? The choice is yours, and in that choice lies your power. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.